Thank you all for meeting again at a regional level. We're going to take a deeper dive into 4 regions and specifically 5 KPIs on the organization's performance and health. Looking into these performances and KPIs will give us a better understanding on the overall health of the business and any changes that we need to make moving forward. We're first going to start with the KPI revenue per employee. Let's start with Canada. Not only did the revenue for year-over-year go up, but so did the number of full-time employees. This indicates that the progress is in the right direction as far as productivity per employee. Similarly, the northern states and the southern states also went up year-over-year. The middle states did struggle, however, on their second year. In year 1, they were at 78,571 and then decreased year 2 to 75,083, a total percent loss of 4.4%. With both revenue and full-time headcount employees dropping, I would recommend that this business or region of the middle states take a look at the KPI of its effectiveness on campaigns. Was there loss in revenue per those campaigns and how much they were spending? And what exactly led to the loss per employees? Was it the NPS scores or staff advocacy scores? Let's talk about net profit nets for each region. Here you will find that each region, Canada, the northern states, middle, and southern states all decreased year over year. For each region, I highly recommend that they take a look at the total costs that are occurring from year 1 to year 2. If they're over exceeding what they are putting out versus getting back, they need to state a KPI that will help keep them on track. This means take a look at the effectiveness of marketing, their campaigns, where the money is going into the actual products, the services, and see what they're getting back versus what is being sold. Now let's take a look into the NPS scores for all regions. Starting with Canada, you'll notice that year 1 at 85% went down to 83% in year 2. Revenue, however, went way up as well as did the headcount. Right away, I recommend that Canada's region looks to see if they have enough leadership in place for the employees for direction. Do the employees have a clear idea of what it is that they're supposed to be doing, when they're doing, and a timeline of their projects? The northern states, year 1 was at 75%, year 2, 76%. So good job going up in the NPS score year over year. Again, the middle states missed the benchmark and went down year over year from 79% year 1 to 59% on year 2. This could be because of many misses, the revenue going down year over year as well as headcount. They may not have a structure in place for leadership, timelining of projects, or having the right people in place. I recommend that the middle states create a KPI so that they can timeline what it is that each employee is really supposed to do. What are they responsible for and when should these be done? With clear direction, I think that their scores will go up as well as NPS scores from customers. The southern states went from 84% year 1 to also 84% year 2. So good job. Just as important as NPS scores, we have staff advocacy score. We'll start with Canada. Year 1, they were at 95%. Year 2 at 90%. This could be because of many things. Their revenue went up, their head count went up, everything went up. So having a KPI for a clear structure will be great to get not only the NPS, but also staff advocacy up. I recommend that Canada puts out a survey for their employees to find out what exactly that they are missing. The northern states went up from 69% year 1 to 72% year 2. The middle states has a trend of decreasing year over year, and that doesn't end here. We start at 73% year 1, going down to 51% year 2. I also recommend that they put out a survey for their employees to find out where the miss is. Southern states, year 1, 79%, year 2, 83%. Great job. I wanted to show the comparison of the NPS score versus the staff advocacy score because I do believe that they go hand in hand. Here, you'll see from Canada on the NPS versus staff advocacy that year 1 and year 2, you'll see the decrease. The northern states, they both go up. The middle states, again, decrease. And then the southern states, again, we see the trend that they stay aligned with each other going up. I think if they look at the NPS scores, put them into an Excel and really filter them out to different categories, as well as the staff advocacy score, they may actually see a trend where they can make a fix. Lastly, we have the relative market share for our regions. Not only did Canada's revenue per year over year go up, but so did their relative market share. Year 1, 33.3%, and year 2, 40%. This is great. That shows that they're getting closer to the largest competitors. Using their NPS scores and their staff advocacy scores can really help push and drive for these numbers to go up. The northern states were at 85.2% year 1, going to 96% year 2. Again, we have a decrease in the middle states region, going from 77.4% year 1 to 60% year 2. I think using all the KPIs that I mentioned before and the other KPIs will help drive more revenue for them, to help drive more increased scores, and will also help their net profits. First, they need to trickle down what exactly is happening by taking those scores, filtering them out, comparing them to each other, and then going from there. Starting little, working up your way to the end game. Lastly, we have the southern states, 136.4% to 226.7% on year 2. Great job, southern states. Thanks for attending this meeting. As you saw, the middle states, the trend was that they were down year over year. They have a lot of work to do, but that's also a good thing because that means that they can only go up. Taking all these KPIs and using them on an Excel sheet or a dashboard for not only leadership, but also for employees to be able to see, I think is a great idea. If they aren't already utilizing a dashboard, I highly recommend that they have one available to employees as well, so that they can see where they land in NPS scores, as well as where the business is doing year over year.